might have a website with Blue Rocket Digital and that you're helping consult for. This will give you access to their site from an admin standpoint. And I'll show you the capabilities, but it's important for you guys as BDAs, as consultants, to be able to get into here. One, to be able to help them. There won't be too much of that, but two, to be able to sell it. When you're selling the ammo program, you'll be able to do a drive of a back office and show them what's going on, because the platform that we have built out is pretty dynamic in that not only can we give them the website, but we give them their own back office user portal where they can control their own blog. They can make simple edits. They can update graphics and things like that on their own, rather than just depending on our team. That saves them money long-term because they don't have to continuously call us to make additions if they'd like to.
I'm assuming that when someone goes onto the system, because I know this platform will also be for the agencies, the AMOs, they will only be able to see their website.
That would be a good assumption, but fortunately, an AMO owner, we could give them access to see the sites of every agent or sub downline that they have access to.
Gotcha. So we can control that.
Can completely control that.
Sounds good.
So here is the dashboard. This is the basic dashboard. So you'll see we're looking at Nathan's account. All the way in the top right, you'll see Nathan's name there. So if you click on account, you'll basically be able to change your password and email if you like. That's all that is. Back up to your name. Nothing else pertinent there besides for signing up. So go to the sites. So on the top left, that's sites. And as you scroll down, these are all the sites that you have access to. So on the total bottom where it says show all the way down, show rows, go down to 50. So right now you will be able to see the websites that we have going. Okay. So if you go all the way up, there's a search bar at the top. You can use that search bar, put in Praxis. It should come up with the sites that we have, and you could find the site that you're looking for. So if there's 500 sites on here, then it's an easy search functionality. Make sense?
Yep.
White label on the top, you'll never need. So there's no reason for you guys to ever touch that. You guys here today have complete admin access. So if I say don't touch it, there's a reason. Site team permissions, if you click on team permissions, that's the only thing you'll ever need is team permissions. So right now, as you go down, you can see there's 3 admins on here. So if you click all the way to the right on that, there you go. You'll see who's on there. So I'm the super admin. You guys have admin access. As the development team grows, there'll be more people on here, bloggers. So if we hire a blogger on, they'll have just blogger access to all the sites. They won't have access to everything else. If we hire a designer, they'll just have designer access, so on and so forth. You guys, we trust enough to have admin access. So that's that. If you go back up to team, what's that? All the other stuff, team templates, team sections, team widget, team widget builder. You guys don't have to worry about that. That's for developers and stuff like that. Clients, this is a good one. So going to client, every time you guys get a client, if we mess up and don't put them in there. So if you scroll down, these are some of the clients that are currently using the platform. Essentially all we do is go to the top right there, click create client, put in the client, blah, 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 hit save and continue. You don't got to do it right now. It's super simple. There's nothing.
As an example, is this what I would do with the event tomorrow?
Yes, we would most likely as a development team have done it for you
Okay.
and then notified you that they had been invited. Once we add the client here, it shoots out an email and says your site is ready.
Just like it did for me.
Just like you did for you.
On the side for a BDA, am I doing anything to alert you or the development team, the designer team, to be doing this? So I just signed Bill yesterday, and we're gonna be, or Nathan's gonna be meeting with him for orientation on Tuesday.
We will, but that's not pertinent to this particular conversation. Yeah, but you will have to definitely notify the Blue Rocket marketing team, that we have another AMO. And we have to develop a workflow for that.
Got it.
Right now, just because we all live together, it's fine. You okay? So we will be adding the team members, the Blue Rocket team will be doing everything, but if for some reason we missed it, you could put another client in here. A better rationale for a BDA here is, let's say Robert Hardy is part of AFA and we have him all set, but Robert goes, oh, I brought on a team member and I would like that team member to have access. As a BDA, you can just give the team member access. It would take out a step. You wouldn't actually have to ask the Blue Rock team to do it. You can just do it in 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Truly, I don't care how many people a company has on there. It's their own security. So as long as they're saying we're fine with it, we're cool with it. Stats. This is an interesting part for BDAs. Go up into enter your site name right there. Enter your site
Oh,
name
there we go.
and pick a company. BMT. I'd be interested in theirs. If you click here, you'll get some analytics. Okay. So as you become a consultant and you're talking with the Blue Rocket team in the future, these analytics might be interesting to you. They might want to talk about it. If you go to month, top right. User engagement number one. Keep on going down. Just scroll down. So there's a bunch of different things to look at. So their page views, 821. Keep on going down. Keep on going down. Keep on going down. Okay. So over on the total left here. So it should just scroll it down, I imagine. Click engagement. Okay, so it'll break it down to a bunch of different things. I don't care about it. This is good information as we get going for you to be able to get access to, but you know,
Is this something that's sent out like once a month or?
they have full access to it
Gotcha.
as a
But-
client.
So I get a report for one of my websites. Is that something you're
You,
physically sending, or is that something that's automatically being sent?
you as the customer AMOs have direct access in their back office real time.
I understand that.
Hmm.
Right now, there's an email that's generated to me every like week, I think.
Gotcha. In the setup, it's probably doing that.
Okay, gotcha. So it's
Yeah,
not something that's manually being done.
No,
Someone
it's
we set
automated.
it up and it's automatically.
Yeah. You got it.
Got it.
Good question. Okay, cool. All the way up to the top. So resources you'll never use. Cool. So go back to sites. So let's use AGP as a sample. Don't click anything yet. Just a lay of the land that's important. It's not published.
Yes.
Cool.
See that?
So if it's not published, what do you think that means?
Not visible.
Yeah, it's not published yet. Yeah, not visible. So the other ones you see are published. If you see a lock here, it means we do have what's called an SSL certificate on it, which is security encrypted. Cool. Just basic stuff. You can go down, any of them that are going to be published, we automatically pay for the SSLs. But if you see things that don't have the green by it, it most likely means it's still in development. Pretty simple. So it's a good way, like, let's say you did have like 20 sites that are going and you had 5 AMOs, you can look real clear here and go, you know what I'm saying? You can also go over here and hit filter. And you can kind of do it like that, right? And hit apply and you'll see all the ones that are in development. Awesome sauce. Yeah. You guys will never have to worry about edit. Preview, you could preview it. So if you click preview, it'll open up in a preview box. And it'll show you it in mobile optimized, whatever. So you'll be able to see it in other things. So if we ever need you to proofread it or just look through it, or, you know what I'm saying? This is a good thing. Also, if you were getting on in like a pre-customer type of situation and the site was in development, you could pop here, hit preview, do a screen share with them and walk through it with them if they wanted to see it. And just, you're lying, my stuff is not in development. You could be like, yeah, it is. Take a look. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So close that now. All right, anything else important? Could you click on the overview real quick? Go back. So, oh, yeah, tell me more about that. Click on the three dots. So this is really for us. Just seeing if there's anything important. You guys shouldn't be doing anything with that. Cool. All right. So now that's kind of like the lay of the land. You guys won't have to do too much with this. The next 5 minutes or 10 minutes is actually the important part. Okay. So you've got into this. I want you to go to clients. Client management. I want you to click on Rich Ducey. And I want you to say view as client. Okay, when the customer gets logged in, whether it's an AMO or just an agent that has a website, this is their back office. This is actually what they're gonna see. You guys should know this and you guys should be able to walk them through this a little bit, okay? Because it's a selling feature. You know what I'm saying? So Rich Ducey's website engagement stinks, and that makes sense to me. So, so this is a basic dashboard. If you can go all the way up, you have an overview, which if you click on that, that's what you're looking at. Stats is just going to pull you down. Form responses is just going to pull you down further. If they have forms on their site, when a customer clicks on the form, it's going to email it to them, but it also should log them down there. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If we've allowed them to manage the blog, they're also going to be able to manage the blog here. Or just going back to. So, yeah, go to sites. I just want to see what that says. So this is where that person could have multiple sites. It's just not loading. But so if it was an AMO that had, you know, an agency with 20 sites, they could see all the sites that they have underneath their book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's not loading. But go back. So before I go on, any questions? Nathan? Super simple.
I mean,
Okay.
what, we say it's a selling point, but my question is, what am I selling to them on this spot? What is this right here that's like so attractive to them that they're gonna
Yep.
wanna?
So we'll go through trainings on like how to sell it later, but what's so attractive is you have a back office and access to your analytics simply. So most websites, it's very convoluted.
Sure.
The other thing is you can manage your blog and your form responses directly from here.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? What it really gives a benefit on is the next step. So go to edit. So they have access to this now. So they are now allowed to edit their website as they choose. So this is the website edit. Blue Rocket Digital will do one training for them. Okay. So, but you should be able to show them this. So essentially this gives them control. If they want to change some verbiage, if they want to add a picture, they can do it themselves. So quick lay of the land. Right up here. All the pages. They can move to any page they want, right?
Now, for a regular website, that's only the 5 things, right? Because part of our package is a 5 website.
It's an irrelevant construct. I mean, just with Blue Rocket Digital, no matter how many pages they get, they have access. to it.
Sure.
But anyways, up here next to it, this shows you it in different formats. So
Right.
pop over to the iPad one. And they can edit it in that format. So click on this. Go back to home. And again, we do a training, but so, and then go up to the mobile. So, believe it or not, this is a cool feature that they like to see. When people are wondering what mobile optimized is, if they do, you can kind of expect using that. Make sense? Go back to the big screen. So all of these features here on the left-hand side are how to edit. We're not gonna go over that today because that's what we would teach them, not you guys. Okay. The big thing is this on the complete right-hand side. This little widget, we'll call it. Okay. Close that down real quick. If they click the add comment here, they can then go anywhere on the screen, click it, and add a comment. Now, please update. Just give me a message. Yeah. Just say hi, Rich. And then hit submit. Okay, so what that did is that appended that note right there, and it put it over here. That then notifies everyone, like the developers, that there are things that need to be done. Now go up and click on this again, Nathan. And hit resolve. So now it's done. So what that does is rather than them sending in change requests and calling people, they can do stuff right as you see Rich did a lot. Which again makes sense. So that is the number one reason that this is so important. Not only for development standpoint, but from them to be able to make changes or say it that there's something broken. Okay. That really is it. So just getting a lay of the land and being able to kind of explain that they have their own back office, and you'll know that you're in a back office because you'll say Blue Rocket Digital and not do that. But they don't see that it's a Dudo website.
Okay.
That's just the platform. They just say it's a Blue Rocket marketing. Yeah, but we don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, what's that? True. So anyways, does that make sense?
Yeah.
What about you, Nathan? Any questions?
I mean, so some of them, is there anything we need to tell them not to touch?
No.
As clients?
Nope, nope.
Okay.
We'll take care of all that.
Okay, now, does this software automatically optimize for the other devices? Because my limited digital editing knowledge does say there are ways that you can bring in pictures or other things that aren't mobile optimized and are going to cause it to make weird things happen on the phone or things like that.
It does, but your answer should always be, I have no freaking idea. We
Sure.
have developers. You shouldn't be engaging in that knowledge,
Right.
because it's going to make you a target for information and
Sure.
questions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it's a good question, but the answer is yes, but
Okay.
yeah. So even if you were the customer and you asked me that question, my answer to your friend would be like, yes, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, we definitely, any technical questions, even if you know the answer, send a Blue Rocket, because you'll become something different.
Sure.
But that's really it. So if you go back to the first tab there, Nathan.
First one.
I'm sorry, the client dashboard.
Very top,
Very top.
like, yeah, oh, okay.
So when you get logged into the clients and you view as client, if you could just do it again, this is the most important thing, is starting right here. If I did anything, like a vet is a good example. When she gets her AMO website, someone needs to jump into here and walk her through that site. You know what I'm saying? That's really all this is. I wanted to give you guys a lay of the land to know that you had access at any time to help out if you needed to. But more importantly, to kind of walk through this basic stuff and be like, just let me give you a little, not tutorial, but a quick overview. If you need more help, what's going to happen is we'll set up a 30-minute block for Blue Rocket Digital to come in and give you a quick training on how to make updates and stuff like that. But I want you guys to show them this, then jump into the site where it says edit. You don't gotta do it. Jump into the site where it says edit, and then show them how to make the notes. and just kind of show them a lay of the land and then say they'll send you. That's really it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So not a lot of work on your guys' side, but being able to see it is important because you should be able to explain it.
Sure,
And truly, it is rather self-explanatory if you play around with it a little bit.
right.
Cool. All right, lock it down.